Hello, Nikki Norton here again. In this film, I'm going to talk about the next stage in an inclusive dance class, which is pass the dance. This happens after the warm-up, so just in case you haven't caught that film, why don't you check it out with our top tips about leading a warm-up. I usually like to have pass the dance happen straight after the warm-up. This keeps the energy and the concentration and the focus of the group going really well. Music. I would suggest that this is a little less energetic. Again, has no words, but is maybe a bit more ambient and textured. Top tip. Make sure it's long enough for everybody in your group to take a turn to dance. Why do this? This is a chance for the group to express themselves. The focus is high and the spotlight now comes on to the individual. In my experience, this is the highlight of a class and everybody can't wait to have a little time in that spotlight. What is it? It's a little like pass the parcel. Everybody gets a turn to dance. It promotes good watching skills as well as individuality. Everyone remains in a circle. For a new group, it can start very simply. Instructions. You might not even need to talk. Wait until everybody has their finger ready. Here are some suggestions of how you can build this up. First of all, you pass touch to the next person and watch it go round the circle. When it comes back to you, you can send it back round the other way. Maybe this time, encourage it to be a little faster. Next stage, you can show a little finger dance, which then gets passed to the next person. Then you can encourage the dancers to come into the circle. Next stage. The touch can get placed on a different part of the body. And that body part leads the dance. Next, you can have 2 touches going around the circle. Final stage. Everyone can have the touch and we can all dance together. Top tip. This can be a really useful way of getting people shifting into a new formation. Ending pass the touch. There's a few ways that you can do this. Version 1, you can collect everybody's touches up and save it for later. Version 2, you can nominate somebody to collect all the touches for you while you go and sort out the music. Version 3, which is my personal favourite, is you scrunch your own touch up and you all decide where you're going to throw it and leave it for next time. Top tip. If you have a group that's a little bit reticent about joining in or don't like the idea of making contact, now is the time to bring in a prop. Something like a sparkly ball, a beach ball, a feather, maybe a scarf. And this still enables them to engage and participate in Pass the Dance. Encouraging independent movement for those that have one-to-one support is key here. Not doing it for them by manipulation, but encouraging them to find their own movement. So that was Pass the Dance. If you've enjoyed this film, why don't you check out Christian's films next, which are about inclusive dance skills. Thank you for watching.